Yo, what up? Welcome back to another video, another daily video. Okay, so yesterday I showed you guys the story behind my EP, what I'm building right now, what I'm currently building. And today I got the chance to work on the first song a little bit more. I'm gonna explain to you guys some techniques, some stuff that I discovered, studied about UKG. We're gonna run through it. I'm gonna try to teach you as much sauce as I can from everything that I did today in this project. Everything is pretty much the same as yesterday. I just pretty much worked on sound design. So that's what we're gonna touch on, sound design. And I was thinking before I started recording this video that I could genuinely just like redesign the bass inside a Serum and try a more like clean, modern like sound. But I also like the fact that this is super distorted and weird and just like, I wouldn't have been able to reach this sound if I didn't like, what's the word I'm looking for? I just distorted the crap out of it a bunch of times. The first thing I want to talk about is the sub. I was debating whether I wanted a very low sub, the one that you don't necessarily hear but you can feel, or a higher end sub where it moves the air. Now, I'm starting to realize that I really like the subs that move the air, where they're a little bit more above the ones that just rumble and you can hear it a little bit more than you would the feeling one that's like super low. I'm gonna show you the difference, okay? And we're gonna run the sound without the bass. So this is the high sub that I'm using for the song. And I'm gonna show you why I've decided to do it, but I'm gonna show you the difference between these two subs first. That's the high sub. This is the low sub. Can't even fucking hear that shit. I'm gonna bring up this so I can see how loud I'm playing this because I could barely even hear it. So this is the sub that you feel. If you're listening to this on some good speakers, you're gonna hear it. So I started studying songs and I was like, all right, let me see. First, I looked at CRWTH songs, and before I show you that, let me actually show you with an equalizer what I'm talking about here between the high and low sub. So if I pull this up here and I play this low sub, so you can see that this sub lives around 40 hertz. Okay, so 42 hertz or 45 hertz is kind of like the peak, 44. And that's cool and all, but I was like, I'm not digging it. Like when I play it with the whole sound, it's like, I'm like, dude, I don't like that. I feel like it sounds so much cooler with the high sub. So then I'll show you the high sub. And already right off the bat, it feels so much better to me. Let me show you where this sub is living here in the EQ. You can see this one's living around 69 hertz, like even 70 because we have some higher notes. And I was like, dude, this sounds so much better. I just don't know if this is like, okay, like, is this okay? Like, am I allowed? But at the same time, it's like, obviously I could do whatever I want. It's music, fuck all the rules. I could do whatever I want. But I wanted to make sure. And I was like, dude, I have to make sure just for my sanity and like and my confidence when I drop this. So I started studying songs. First, obviously I pulled up some CRWTH songs because CRWTH. So I was like, okay, let me see what CRWTH is doing and whether or not I can find something in a CRWTH song that gives me the confidence of being like, oh dude, like this is a good idea. Let me do that. And I pulled up a bunch of songs and all of them had the rumble sub. Like none of them had like a high end sub. Like even this song that I thought that maybe it would have a sub that was higher. It doesn't. Look at that. Some of it kind of reaches 60, but it's still around 50, 58. It's actually pretty high. It's higher than I remembered, but it's still a low rumble. Like we pull up rumble, obviously. Look at that. 50 hertz. So we're talking about very low subs. And then I was like, wait a minute. this track I'm working on is UKG. Like I'm using a UKG beat. That's what I wanted to do in my EP. I wanted to have a bunch of different genres and I wanted to have UKG in it. So one of my favorite UKG artists, Sammy Vergi. Please, God, tell me I'm saying that shit right. I'm saying that name right. Okay, so Sammy, really like his work. He's so cool, dude. Like, anyway, I was like, let me pull up one of his songs and see where the sub lives in that. Because I was like, dude, this makes sense to me. Like, the sub should be fine high. Like, why am I like keeping myself from just doing this? I just wanted to have some confirmation. That's the word. So pull up this song. And I'm seeing that the sub is basically hitting almost 70. So if we look at the track I'm working on, mine's still a little bit higher, but at least I feel like, dude, it's fine. I don't have to do anything else. If anything, I think I could add a little bit more low end somehow. If we compare this to Sammy, it's obviously a little bit deeper. I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm going to run it. It's a UKG, but also dubstep, because that's what I wanted to do for this EP. Like I said on the last video, like I wanted this aggressive, gritty sound, but also try a bunch of different genres. So not only did I do that, I was also looking at the way this sub is, and I did this really subtle thing that I think will be noticeable when you listen to it loud. But if you look at the sub here from Sammy, look, you'll notice that it gets louder and quieter. Loud, quiet. The sub kind of rolls off, and I think that shit's super cool. So what I did to my sub so that it's not like just completely fucking like just flat or whatever, like still, I put this volume automation so that it just kind of like has a little bit of a wave to it. If I turn it off, it's just a flat sub. It doesn't move. Turn it on, and I just thought that was a cool little thing that added some movement. So that is the sub part. Now we're going to talk about the sound design and how I have changed this from the last version that I showed you, how I did a little bit of layering. I took the sound here that I duplicated it, and I just cut the first parts because I wanted that rump, rump, rump to be a little bit more noticeable. So I just chopped it up, put some parallel distortion and this EQ here, so we're only getting this part of the sound running through, because this would be original. Filtering and distortion. So that with the full, because without it, it'd be, let's listen to it with a little bit more pre-text. Wake up and take your mind back. And now. Wake up and take your mind back. Okay, so this sound is actually two separate presets from Basement, available at Threat Collective. This is what the sound is originally, without any processing, without any parallel distortion. That's what it is. So that's the original. Then we have this. And it's all this stuff that you're seeing: parallel saturation, sound goodizer, spreader, an EQ, soothe, fucking a limiter, another EQ, and another EQ, and another saturation. So it's just a lot of color and just adding stuff. And then after that, more EQ. This random plugin I found and I just put it on. A little bit of chorus that's barely noticeable. Another soothe. Another sound goodizer, another EQ, another EQ. So, you know, honestly, if I take this off, it's really not that big of a difference, other than I feel like the sound was cleaned up a little bit more. Because I just want to reach that perfect balance between like completely punk distorted and still pleasant to listen to. And I know it's not the most pleasant thing. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to listen to this that likes like super soft music and be like, what the fuck? This sounds stupid. But I like it. And I think it's powerful. And it gives me energy. So that's what I did today. I guess a couple of more things that I could talk about. A bonus time section is going to be that yesterday I told you guys that I was working on this breakdown. And we're going to work on this breakdown right now, actually. Do we have enough time? We have 5 minutes. I can definitely make it happen in 5 minutes. So in yesterday's video, I was telling you that I had this really cool breakdown idea and I didn't show it to you for some reason. It was because I closed the project, but now we're here. I'm going to show you. So after we do the beginning, which is
those who drift, they don't think for themselves. They just accept thoughts that others prepared for them.
And then you go into the drop. Shit.
Wake up and take your mind back.
I guess one thing that I added here in the build-up that I can talk about is that I have this noise riser that I use in basically every fucking song for the last, like, I don't know how long since I made it. But anyway, I layered it with this, and I think it's really cool because it's kind of like detuned, because this is alone, right? That has its own note, and then this has its own note as well. And together, this one's from Hybrid Bass, and this one's from the new pack, Warbloom.
Wake up and take your mind back.
I added this like little kick roll in. I just wrote the kick like this, like a bunch of times, and then consolidated it and then faded it in. What else could I show you? What else was I talking about? Oh yeah, the breakdown. So the breakdown, we're gonna do that shit right now. Now we have less than 5 minutes. Now we have fucking 3 minutes. Let's try to do that really quick. So I have these vocals here that I was telling you about yesterday, which I'm fucking stoked. Okay, so it goes.
Luck. I have nothing against you. I just want you to die. So you can be born again.
Oh my God.
Wake up and take your mind back.
Oh shit, okay. This is another thing that I was doing right before I started the video, and it was this fill right here, this. I changed it just a little bit on the first one, and it goes like this now. It's the same thing, but instead of it scratching twice, it scratches like that. And I also layered it with this impact. Oh my God, the camera stopped recording. Fuck. I just thought it was cooler this way. So what I was going to do to the vocals, but I don't think I'm going to do anymore, was going to do some reverse reverbs. But I actually really liked it like that. It was fine. Let me see how much time I got. I got fucking 40 seconds. Let's see. I'm going to challenge myself, see if I can make it happen in 40 seconds. But so we just need to run a Valhalla room after that Edison. Pull up another Edison after that Valhalla room. Then we need to bring this shit up like this, like that, and like this. And we need to start recording. And then we need to record this one right here. Oh, wait, we need to fucking reverse everything. Reverse. And we got to do this one. Okay, that's one. And now this one. Cool. So let's run this here. Boom, boom.
Love. I have nothing against you. I just want you to die.
Yeah, I don't know about this shit. But anyway, that's what's going on with this track. I think it's coming out sick. I'm really excited. I want to finish this EP fast. Every single time I'm on my way home, I'm like, dude, I'm going to finish the EP right now, tonight. And then I don't because I get caught up and I'm not done. And I'm just like, I need to get faster at this, but we're going to do it. We're going to get faster. We're going to get faster. Thank you for following me in this journey. Shout outs to you guys watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you have any ideas, I guess. But I'm really enjoying this. I think this is a really cool song. And man, I'm really stoked. This is a really cool idea. And I really like the pre-drop as well. I hope you guys like it as well.
Wake up and take your mind back.
All right, we're getting somewhere. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh, go check out Warbloom, my latest production suite, available at Threat Collective.